Hi everyone, this is Keddragonwolf here to talk to you about this little number, the Arcade Action 2, one of the many hundreds of Famiclones that have been going around since the late 80s. This one has been released not long ago. I actually got this on eBay about a month before Christmas last year. Let's have a closer look at it, shall we? As you can see, it's a Famicom in the shape of an N64 console. Now a lot of these fake Famicom systems always seem to go under the shape of other popular official consoles such as the Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1. The list is endless. You have two AV output sockets there, and you have the power plug socket, the on and off button, the reset button. Okay, you have three controller ports here. The one on the left is for controller 1, the one on the right controller 2. The one in the middle is for the light gun. Yes, a light gun comes with this machine. You know, it's funny, I'll show you something here. This rip-off of the original Nintendo Zapper is a lot less noisier than the original. Here, listen to this. And voila, the original Zapper, released in 1985. Listen to this. And this. Another thing about the difference with this gun and the original Nintendo Zapper is, well, the original Zapper was a little heavy. This is incredibly light. Okay, these are the two controllers. This is the box the console came with. Dynamic graphics, spectacular color and digital sound. There's a few snapshots of the games, including Adventure Island, Track and Field, Galaga, some bowling game, Arcanide, I think that's Gradius, and Space Invaders. The Arcade Action 2 was actually released by Aston Trading Limited. Has their telephone number, their fax number, and their website. I haven't had a look at the website yet. I probably will later. The Arcade Action 2 will also play other Famicom cartridges, both original Japanese and Asian bootleg cartridges. The Arcade Action 2 runs on a PAL region chip, so it probably plays the games a bit slower than on an official NTSC region Nintendo Famicom. I don't actually own a real Famicom machine. It's hard to get your hands on an official Nintendo Famicom. Mostly it's the Famiclones that are much easier to find, and they're cheaper too. On eBay you'd be lucky to come across a Nintendo Famicom console, especially one that's reasonably priced, as most of the original Famicom machines can fetch up to a 3-figure sum, depending on the condition. I'll show you what each game is like, but first let's have a look at the Arcade Action 2 101-in-1 games cartridge. It features 101 games. The cartridge itself features a lot of familiar games that were released on the NES back in the 80s and 90s. Some of the games have been renamed. For example, Yi Ya Kung Fu has been retitled here as Feet. It also features some rare Japanese games that never seen the light of day outside their native soil. For example, The Goonies was released on the Famicom in Japan. Goonies 2, however, was released in the US and also for the European market for the NES. I prefer this to the second game. In my opinion, it's a lot more fun and challenging than its sequel. Here's something you'll find interesting. There's also some very bad altered versions of well-known classic NES games on here. Panda Mar, for example. I wonder what this game could be about. Yep, that's right. It's a hacked version of Super Mario 1. The sprites have been altered. The sound is just awful. The graphics are so badly composed of faded colour. What more can I say? Oh yeah, there is more. Mario has been replaced by a badly animated panda sprite, and all the Goombas and Koopa Troopa turtles have been replaced with... I don't know. No, this is god awful. I mean, what else can I say about this, you know? Here's another hack. in the shape of UFO shoot, which uses the light gun function. Basically it's duck hunt. Instead of the dog you have this pink Roswell type looking alien, and instead of shooting ducks you're shooting down UFOs. Pro Wrestling from Japanese company Data East is also on the Arcade Action 2 cartridge, along with others like Pac-Man, Galaga, Kung Fu Master, other classics that were released for the Famicom and the NES. Okay, let's have a look at some of the other Famicom carts that I own. Okay, we're going to try Dr. Mario. Released in 1990, this game has you helping Mario get rid of menacing viruses by matching up different coloured pills. In the same tradition of Tetris and columns, Dr. Mario is a fun and enjoyable puzzle game that'll keep anyone happy for hours. Joy Mecha Fight is a bizarre and wonderful little fighting game released in 1993 by Nintendo. In this game you get to control many cool looking robots and fight each other in hand-to-hand combat. You can also throw your own head at your opponent, which I think is funny and so awesomely Japanese. Crazy off the wall robot fighting action at its best. Parodius from Konami is a spin-off of Gradius, but with a comical twist. You get to play 4 different characters in the shape of a penguin, an octopus with a headband, the Gradius ship, and the cute little spacecraft from Konami's other shoot-'em-up classic Pop and Twinbee. It does get hard in later levels, but then again Konami is well known and popular for creating hard and challenging games, especially when it comes to the shoot-'em-up genre. Hector 87 from Hudson Soft has you flying at white spacecraft, shooting your way through many enemies and obstacles. Another classic Famicom game that still stands out to this day as a fun and playable piece of retro gaming. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I'll be doing another one in the near future. So until then, bye and take care.